August 20, 2013. This is Advanced Lesson number 12. Greeting Bridge friends. Michael here at BridgeHands and welcome you to Day 3, Part 1, with more on the 2/1 game forcing system and its cousin, yes, the forcing no trump bid. Now you recall on Day 1, we took a look at the basic criteria. 1 of a major, 2 of a minor, saying 12 points or more is forcing to game, 25 points or more with the partnership. Or 1 of a major, 1 no trump, a forcing bid, which could be a good 5 on up to maybe a bad 12 points or more. Some play unlimited, but most don't. And they might be heading for 3 no trump. We'll get into some more criteria in just a moment. We took a look at the responders' rebids after a forcing 1 no trump call. Then on Day 2, we took a look at some of the different variations. First of all, it was the Max Hardy who kind of more or less publicized the system and wrote the first books on it. Mike Lawrence had a couple different ideas. And then in recent years, we've seen where Eric Rodwell, world famous Bermuda Bowl winner with his playing partner, Jeff Mexroth, and along with Audrey Grant, Eric and Jeff came up with a couple different variations from what we saw with the original Max Hardy system. We also took a look at openers rebids on Day 2. So in Day 3, we're going to go ahead and play hands. Yes, we have a dozen hands to play, so we're going to get with it, but let's do just a quick review before we get started. So recall that there are the forcing and semi-forcing, non-forcing, invitational bids. And no matter what system we're playing, the basic standard American system or the 2/1 or other systems as well. So generally, a responder is making a bid with 5 to a bad 12 points. They can make a 1 no trump forcing call. So some of the people play 1 of a major, 3 of a major, 1 heart, 3 heart, 1 spade, 3, as showing 4 trump, not 3. So they need some kind of a temporizing bid, and that's for them. They can use that forcing no trump. So 1 of a major, you've got only 3 of my, say, hearts. You would bid no trump, I would bid something, and then you would bid 3 hearts later. Say, partner, I have invitational values, but only 3. But if you don't play that method, then you can go 1 heart, 3 hearts straight away. So that's one time when some people also use the forcing no trump system. How about 1 heart or 1 spade, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, or maybe 1 spade, 2 hearts? Well, sure, that's the 2/1 system, isn't it? That is the basic criteria of slow shows, fast and eyes, which says you can bid more with less. So after 1 heart, 2 clubs, the partnership can bid slowly, give a very good description of her hand, perhaps doing cue bidding on their way to have a slam auction with a lot of precision, finding the best bids that they can make. How about 2/1 system being off? It's not always on, is it? And we spoke quite a bit in Day 2 of past hand bidding and interference bidding, and we're going to take a look at some more interference bids right now. So 1 heart, 1 spade by the opponents. Okay, that changes a little wrinkle on things. Now we have interference by the opponents. The opponents might make an overcall with 8 points. Goodness knows, some of them maybe even less. Our partner bids 2 diamonds. It still is a 5 and dime bid, meaning it's got at least 5 diamonds and at least 10 points and is promising a rebid. Don't do it with less. Your partner may have a really big hand over there. Don't think you can pass. It would be like the standard American system. The partnership should at least be on to 2 no trump. I'm opening, you're bidding 2 of a suit with 10 points or more. We should be able to make either 2 no trump or 3 of one of our suits with 23 points between us, right? Okay. So it is forcing 1 round. So what if you had less than that? What would you do? Let's say you had 8 points, a so-so 9-point hand and 5 diamonds. Well, you could make a takeout double, couldn't you? More on that in just a moment, too. 1 heart, 1 spade, 1 no trump. Well, just as always with standard American, same with the 2/1 system, it shows 8 or 10 points, and it shows probably 2 stoppers in the spade suit. Maybe ace, jack, 10, or could be ace, queen, third, something like that. Maybe it's ace, jack, little, or something like that. Enough to go ahead and slow down the person who bid the 1 spade. And it's not forcing. It's just 8 to 10 points just to play. Okay, 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 spades. Oh, is conspiring with the opponents, bidding the opponent's suit. What's going on there? Well, that would be a Q bid. It's artificial. Different people have different ideas, but for most it's just forcing one round. It probably shows 10 points or more. Maybe he doesn't have a 5-card diamond suit or something like that. Does this partner have 10 points or more? In fact, how about if it went 1 heart, double, and redouble? Yes, if you did a redouble, that would show 10 points or more, and apparently no fit with me. We spoke last time about the Jordan. Remember that one? Let's say it was 1 spade, double. You do 2 no trump, not 1 no trump, 2 no trump. That is an artificial bid by most, saying you do have support of my hand and you have 10 points or more for my major suit, that is. That is called the Jordan bid by most people. They like that treatment. So there are some of these advanced treatments that go above and beyond the 2-over-1 system. And 1 heart, 1 spade, a double. Okay, well, apparently doesn't have a 5-card suit, maybe has 9 points and 5 or even 6. They might double, and then later on the responder's rebids, you might bid your suit. That is not forcing at this time. You could have made a forcing bid right away by going 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 diamonds. So if it goes 1 heart, 1 spade, double, and then later on you bid 2 or 3 diamonds, you're just saying, making a bid at the cheapest level, just saying that is to play. You don't have the 10 points or more, apparently. You could have redoubled, or you could have bid your suit at the 2 level, couldn't you? Okay? Okay. Then, invitational or not. Let's take a look at some of these and see how you feel about them. Number 1, 1 spade, 2 clubs. You bid 2 diamonds. Okay. Back pass by the other advancer, and then I bid 2 hearts. Okay, I like the majors, don't I? At least 5 spades, 4 or more hearts. Okay, now the bidding goes 2 spades by you, 2 no trump by you, 3 diamonds by you, or 3 hearts, one of our suits. That is just invitational, just maybe even to play. Maybe that's as best as you can do. If you wanted to go on for game, you could jump to game, you could bid 3 no trump, or, remember that Q bid? Yes, you could go ahead and bid 3 clubs. That would probably, I think, show a half stopper for most people, saying, I can't go to 3 no trump on my own. You recall in the last day's exercise we spoke about that it says I have a half stopper, queen third, jack 4, something like that. Okay? Then 1 spade, 1 no trump. I announce it's forcing when you bet it. 2 clubs. You jump to 3 diamonds or 3 hearts, a new suit. That is an invitational. You're doing a jump in a new suit, invitational. If you would have had game forcing, you would have just bid 3 diamonds or 3 hearts right away. Or, excuse me, you would have bid 2 hearts or 2 diamonds right away. In this case, doing no trump and then doing a jump bid, that is invitational. It would be just similar to rebidding 2 no trump, wouldn't it? You rebid after 1 no trump, 2 no trump, it's invitational with a balanced hand. And no support of my major, probably a doubleton. And how about 1 spade, 1 no trump by you, forcing, 2 clubs by me, 2 diamonds or 2 hearts by you, one of the red suits. It is a sign-off. You did not do a jump bid. You certainly didn't have game forcing values to bid it right away, but if you make a no trump and then bid it at the lowest level of a new suit, that says, you know, I've probably got a 6-card suit and I don't really think much of your spade suit. I just want to play. I'm trying to do an ixnay on Iddingby, right? Stop the bidding. And 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 something. And now it is a 3 clubs or 3 diamonds at the lowest level. Then that would be a sign off. So let's say 1 spade, 1 no trump. I do 2 hearts. You do 3 clubs or 3 diamonds. Without making a jump bid, just like over here, it's a sign off when there is no jump call. We're going to take a look at some of these today. As you may know, the 2-over-1 bid doesn't come up as many times as we would like it to. Wouldn't it be nice if we always had a game forcing auction with 5 of the major? Life is good and our partner's got 12 or more points. It may happen once or twice every 25 hands if you're playing for, say, a 3-hour game. You get a lot more mileage, though, out of these ones where we're using the forcing no trump, and we'll spend a considerable amount of time with that. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and head on over the table and start playing some hands. Okay, in our first hand, South is the dealer, and we'll see this hand a lot. It is a 5-3-3-2, 5 hearts to the ace, queen, 9-8 little. In spades, ace doubleton. In diamonds, 3 intermediates, 8-7-6, not much there. And in clubs, ace 3 times. So 3 aces is 12, a queen of hearts, another 2 is 14. 1 for the 5th heart, a nice promotable suit, 15 points. Most of you, I think, will open 1 heart. Some may want to open 1 no trump, fearing partner will bid a spade. You don't want to rebid a no trump with sounding like a punky 12 to 14. It's a little better than that. With 5 of a minor, you might want to open 1 no trump. In fact, who knows? Let's say most of you open 1 heart, though. I think that's standard bid. Over by the west hand, 4-4-3-2, a lot of honors, but not quite enough points. 4-4 in the black. Queen, Jack 10, and a 9 spot. Those are nice connected values. In clubs, Queen, Jack 9, 4 times. A broken sequence, still very good. Queen, 10, 3 times, like the 10 of diamonds. And 2 little hearts in righty's suit. So 3 and 3 for the queen jacks in the black suits is 6. 2 more for the queen of diamonds, 8. You might argue worth something with all these nice pushers, intermediates, but not enough to make a call. No 5-card suit, and I wouldn't make a takeout double with less than 10 points in a singleton or 11 points, good 11 in a doubleton in righty suit. So pass. And there's the rest of the points up by north. 4-4 in the red suits, including partner's heart suit, and king doubleton and king tripleton in the black suit. So ace king 4 times in diamonds, jack 4 times in hearts, king 3 times in spades, and king doubleton. That is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and at least 1 point. For the heart suit, I'd say argue 2 with the king doubleton, so about 15. Some of you may just want to bid for no trump. Yeah, you have controls in all of the side suits. You don't want to normally make a 4 no trump bid lacking aces or kings or shortness in the side suit, but here you'd have that. If not, I suppose you could bid 2 diamonds, a temporizing bid, and then bid 4 hearts later, but it seems like a underbid. If you play the Jacobi 2 no trump, we'll come back to that in a moment, you could make that call. So let's say it's 2 diamonds, temporizing for now, and then 4 no trump later. Over to the east hand, it's a 4-4-3-2, 4-4 in the black. Again, not much points there. King 10 in hearts, which is lefty's opening suit hearts. A jack 9 3 times in diamonds, no call. Well, back to south. You've heard 2 diamonds by your partner. I suppose you could do 3 diamonds or 2 no trump. I don't have a strong feeling for one or the other, but normally when we have a lot of controls, aces and kings, and shortness, we're going to want to bid a suit, which would be 3 diamonds. When you figure like you don't have a lot of primary honors and it's a flatter hand, then you are more happy to pay in no trump. So either one, let's say it happens to be 2 no trump here, it's no competition. So a pass by west, now north will go for hearts, the auction passes out. So the opening lead looks like a queen spades top of sequence to me. So queen spades it is. We can cover with the king or the ace, but we can see that we're going to want to finesse the hearts and I suppose rough a club, and we have no problem unless they're 4-0 in hearts. We can certainly do the rough later. So okay, we win with the king, we play a heart, and to the queen it holds. So righty has the king, it looks like. And they've each played. Now we have 9. That means there's 2 left. 5-4-2-2, right? Or 5-4-3-1, not 5-4-4-0. So let's see if they fall that 40% of the time to 2 remaining. We play it, they both play. Yes, it was a 5-4-2-2. Remember, 5-4-3-1 happens 50% of the time, not 40. And now we can play the diamond to the king, diamond to the ace, and I guess we can let him have a diamond. Well, how about that? They fell 3-3, didn't they? We played 3 rounds. Everybody played. That's 12. 1 in 3 chance, 36% chance, and it happened. Life is good. Finesse, and the 3-3 fell. Okay, we can go ahead and win the ace of spades if they come back in. A club to the king. A diamond we can pitch. Fine. We're going to make all 12 of the 13 tricks. Wasn't life good there? Well, okay, we missed our slam. We're going to take a look at that Jacobi 2 Notrump and see if that will help us here. So that was 1 heart, a pass. And rather than going 4 Notrump, which is not a bad bid, I think with controls on each of the side suits and 4 trump, it's a worthwhile bid. However, the 2 Notrump is more elegantly because it's at a lower level. Still makes it harder for our righty to interfere. They have to come in at the 3 level. And we get more information from partner before just pounding into 4 Notrump. There could be 8 loser hand. So to the south hand then, what are the rebids? Well, they're all artificial and therefore alertable. If it was 4 of the major, 4 hearts, that says it's a weak hand with 8 losers. And we have better than that. Now that we have a trump fit, we can go ahead and count our losers. 2 in clubs, 3 in diamonds is 5, 1 in spades is 6, 1 in hearts is 7. Remember, when the first 3, we have an ace queen. So it's not a great hand, but it has all aces, and it has an ace queen 5 times, so it's not a bad hand either. We would say it's more than the weakest hand. It's worth 1 bid above that. And since 4 hearts is the weakest bid, slow shows, fast denies, fast being going right to game, we can bid 1 step less than that. Is 3 no trump. Doesn't say we want to play in 3 no trump. It's alertable. It says we have a better hand. It's worth about 15 to 17 in simple high card parlance. And that's about what this plays for. It looks like it's worth about 15 points. So hearing that, now North can say, okay, I will go on. Let's take a look at the other bids though, first of all. In addition to the 3 no trump, 1 step less would be even better, like a 5 loser hand, very strong interest. And 1 step less would not be the spade bid, but in our trump suit, since we're bidding hearts, it would be 3 hearts, also alertable, saying it's a very strong hand, interest and slam, slow shows. Bidding 3 in a new suit, spades or one of the minors, would say I have a singleton or a void in that suit. So it gives a lot of great information from the partner. And if it comes in at 4 of a new suit, most people say that's a 5-5. So it's going to be a 5-5-2-1 or 5-5-3-0. And why don't you bid the shortness? Why do you bid the length? Because that suit has good suit quality. Something like ace, king, jack 5 times. Ace, queen, jack 5 times. Something like it's a good suit. It looks like it's going to get extra tricks. Good way to describe to your partner. Some people say it should be played as a void at the 4 level. The 3 level a new suit with singleton. 4 level is a void, but most people play it where it shows a 5-5. Okay, at any rate, getting back to the north hand. So after hearing 3 no trump, not a bad hand, says, okay, 4 no trump, that's what I wanted to hear. Now I'm ready to go ahead and proceed. And with 3 aces, first one is 0, 3 more is the spade, 5 spades. We've gone to the no man's land anyway, haven't we? We've gone by our bid. So north, don't just willy-nilly make this bid. If you hear 3 and you've only got 0, that's not the time to do it, right? So at any rate, okay, we have all 4. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and say 6 hearts. I don't think you want to be too aggressive since your partner only said they had about 6-7 losers in their hand. So 6 hearts it is, and as you recall, it's going to make, if the finesse is on side, and in this case, because we can rough a club, it's going to go home free. It turned out if you couldn't and they didn't attack the club suit, which they might have let a club, that wouldn't be a bad one from a broken sequence, but the spades is probably a more likely lead. No harm there. And if it was that way, I guess we would have to not only try a finesse, but if there were 3 clubs, we would have to hope that maybe the diamonds were 3-3. And in this case, the diamonds were 3-3. Well, 1 in 3 chance, but sometimes you got to do desperate measures in desperate times. Okay, let's take a look at our next hand. Okay, on our second hand, once again, South has the same hand, opens 1 heart, and West this time, King, Queen, Jack, 10, 9, looking better. Clubs, Queen, Jack, 9, 4 times, 10 little in diamonds, and 2 hearts. This time we're going to make a call, and let's take this carefully. So in spades, let's see if we have an opportunity to counter losing trick count, which means we prerequisite a semi-self-sustained suit of 9 or more. 5 honors? No, 4 honors. King, Queen, Jack, 10, 5 long, 4 and 5 is 9. It's a semi-self-sustained suit. So at this point, Well, we can see we've only got one loser straight away, can't we, with that 9 spot. So one loser, let's take a look and see what our total losers are. 2 in diamonds up to 3, 2 in hearts up to 5, and 2 losers, don't count anything after the ace, king, queen. So we're missing the ace, king is up to 7 losers. Well, it's as strong as the south hand, and they can't even count losing trick count because they don't have a semi-self-sustained suit with 5 and 2. So, in some ways, this hand is even better here. So even though it only has about 9 points, we're going to bid slowly. No weak jump shift. If we've got 7 losers, our partner can cover 4. Could happen. We've got enough for game. Only 3 losers total. So, okay, 1 spade to the north hand. Well, there's the rest of the points again, and it's a 6, 3, 2, 2. Partner's heart suit, jack 3 times, not 4th this time. Ace, king, queen 6 times in diamonds, 2 small spades, and a king doubleton in club suit. Looks to me like it's game values. So bidding 2 diamonds, it's a forcing bid. Even though we've had an interference bid of 1 spades, it's forcing 1 round. Okay, to the east hand. East hand has a 4-4-3-2 again. This time with 4 spades, they're going to be singing like a canary, aren't they? Yes. Doesn't have much more. Has that once again that king 10 3 times in lefty's opening bid heart suit. But we'll make a call. I think probably 2 spades is about right, and then later on bid 3 spades. Kind of walk the dog, bid it slowly, and don't jump now. But some of you, that will be your style, I suppose. But you'll go to 3 with neutral vulnerability anyway. So back to south. Well, you could pass with a minimum hand, but you're better than chop liver with those 3 primary controls and the queen 5 times. If you rebid hearts, I think it should show 6. Even if you're playing the Mike Lawrence style, you don't have to make a bid here. You could pass. You could bid 2 Notrump with the stopper and spades, but with ace doubleton, it's not my favored bid. So I suppose you could go 3 diamonds, couldn't you? You've got 3 diamonds. Your partner should have 5 when they're in an interference situation. So 3 diamonds it is. No more bids here. We've got 7 losers. Your partner just went 2 spades, a pass. Over to the north hand, well, you've got the jack 3 times in hearts. Your partner supported your diamonds. Yeah, I think 4 hearts right now. So 4 hearts, and oh, I suppose some pesky east will bid 4 spades, won't they? I think it'd be better if you had like a singleton heart, have your king somewhere else. I don't favor that bid, even with favorable vulnerability. But if you do, I don't know if they're going to go to 5 hearts or not. We'll see. Okay, so let's say 4 hearts it is. The opening lead is the king of spades, no doubt about that. And all right, a king to a little in the north hand, a little by east. They have supported the suit, haven't they? But they don't have any interest in that. They don't have much interest in any, but they know that your partner in the west shouldn't be hanging you thinking you got a lot of points because they went to game, and your partner with their points should know you don't have much. Okay, so you've won the ace. Well, you're not going to be playing the diamonds right away, and you don't want them to play it. You've got a 9-card suit. They could be roughing it soon. So you can rough a club, and you want to finesse for that heart. But even if it works, you're going to lose 1 heart because you don't have the 10 either. And it's not likely it's going to fall short, but it could. Okay, so we'll play a club to the king in the dummy. We have a 5-card suit. They shouldn't be roughing it right away. And we'll do our heart thing. A heart to the queen. It works. Yes, good. That looks like east has the king. We can go ahead and play a club rather than the ace of hearts. And that means 8 of them have been played. And we'll rough in with the 3rd round. They both followed. Okay. And at this point, they've got the king and the 10. So I guess unless they cover and it falls 10 singleton on the other side, looks like we're going to lose 1 here. So we'll play the jack to the king, to the ace, and east follows. They have 1 left. So yeah, we could normally go ahead and say rule of 1, let them take their last one when they want to, the tallest trump. But because we don't want to get the diamond rough and lose transportation, it won't really matter much here. But I think probably play a heart, let them take it. And if they come back with a spade, yes, they did good. If they come back with a club, we'll rough it and make all the rest of the tricks, won't we? So they held us to 10 tricks. That's 4 with 1 over trick. So on this hand, we can see that pretty straightforward, 1 heart, but then when they start bidding, there's some questions what'll happen. I think 1 spade is nice, and then 2 diamonds rather than what else? I suppose you could bid 2 spades, couldn't you? Yeah, you could bid the opponent's suit to say, I have support ostensibly for your suit, or I have some extra values, it's forcing. But I think 2 diamonds, isn't that much more descriptive? You might be heading for a slam with a fit in both the red suits. So I think that's much better than making a 2 spade cubit of the opponent's suit. And from there, whether it's 2 spades or 3 spades, if south was to pass on a 3 spade overcall, north is certainly going to bid for hearts. And this time it was kind of a cat's game. Got 1 over trick, but not true. It wasn't where you were going to have a chance to do pitches when they came back with a spade suit rather than with a club suit when we were out in the dummy, certainly. Okay, bridge friends, that completes part 1 of our saga. We have another 10 hands in store. So for our free members, please come on over to the next section. We'll take a look at a couple more hands, and then in part 2 and in part 3, yes, we're going to have several more hands, another 8 of them coming up, with a lot more on slam bidding, forcing no trump bidding, and some other twists and turns when the opponents draft those opponents when they compete, which is a lot of what this is all about today. So I hope you enjoyed the show. As always, come on down to BridgeHands if you haven't already signed up, and take a look at our premium and ultra members where you can get a lot more support and see the rest of our show today. So thanks for your support, and as always, have a great day playing bridge. See you on the flip side, and bye for now.